Ever wonder why your manual transmission is so smooth and quiet, while race car gearboxes sound so brutally loud? Or why shifting into reverse sometimes gives you a distinctive whirring sound that you never hear in the other gears? The secret lies in the shape of the gears themselves. Today, we are diving into the hidden world inside your gearbox to uncover a key design evolution, why the simple spur gear was left in the past, and how the helical gear became the heart of the modern driving experience. In almost every modern manual transmission, you'll find helical gears handling all the forward speeds. These are the gears with teeth cut at an angle, giving them a distinctive twisted look. And the reason they're used everywhere is simple. They run quieter and smoother because that angled contact is gradual. Plus, they can handle higher torque loads thanks to more surface area between the teeth. Now you might still find spur gears, the ones with straight teeth, but usually only in reverse. They're simpler and cheaper, and since reverse is used infrequently, we can live with their noise and wear. Their simple design also makes it easy to slot in an extra idler gear to make your car go backwards. But what about the parts that actually lock the gears in place? Those aren't really gears for power transfer. They're called dog clutches, the square-cut teeth you feel click into place when you shift. They're held by the synchromesh mechanism, which is the real star of the modern gearbox. So why were spur gears phased out for forward gears? It all started with the old crash gearboxes from before the 1930s. The shift to helical gears came with the invention of constant mesh and, crucially, synchromesh transmissions. There are several key reasons for this change. First and foremost, noise. Spur gear teeth slam together over their full width in one sharp impact, creating a loud whine and clatter. Helical gears, on the other hand, engage with a gradual rolling contact, which is so much quieter, a must for any passenger car. This harsh engagement also leads to the second problem, higher wear and stress. That sudden impact causes more damage over time. Helical gears spread the load out over multiple teeth, which reduces stress and makes the whole system last longer. Then we come to the most critical engineering reason, incompatibility with synchromesh. A synchromesh unit uses friction cones to match speeds before the gears engage. Helical gears naturally create a sideways force, called axial thrust, and the synchronizer cleverly uses this force to help with the matching process. Spur gears don't create this thrust at all, so a synchromesh system designed for helical gears just wouldn't work properly with them. Finally, while spur gears are strong, helical gears are better at handling high torque in a compact, smooth package, exactly what modern engines need. But here's a fun twist. Spur gears have made a comeback in the world of high performance. In racing sequential gearboxes, like those in the Porsche 911 GT3, spur gears are prized for their slightly higher efficiency. They lose less power to friction. Their lack of axial thrust saves weight by eliminating heavy bearings, and they allow for brutally fast, positive shifts. In a race car, noise and wear are a small price to pay for every fraction of a second gained. So in the end, spur gears were abandoned in our daily drivers primarily because they just don't work with the quiet, smooth, user-friendly operation we expect. The helical gear, with its inherent strength and perfect partnership with the synchromesh, became the ideal engineering solution for the road. It's a brilliant example of how design evolves to meet different needs, from the serenity of a family sedan to the raw speed of a race car. And so, the helical gear, with its angled tooth and quiet strength, became the unsung hero of the modern manual transmission. It enabled the synchromesh that defined smooth shifting, meeting the demand for quieter, more civilized cars. It's a testament to how a single, brilliant engineering solution can fade into the background, becoming so effective that we forget it's even there, until we hear the purposeful whine of its ancestor on a racetrack, reminding us of the road not taken. So from the daily commute to the demands of the racetrack, the choice between spur and helical gears is a perfect study in engineering trade-offs. It's a choice between the raw, efficient clatter of pure performance and the smooth, synchronized quiet we've come to expect on the road. This evolution in a simple metal tooth shaped the feel of driving itself. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe for more explorations into how the machines around us work.